I have been working as a backend developer for over 10 years, and I have to be honest, some years ago I started to get bored of my job. I was feeling that I was not making progress as fast as I wanted. I was feeling that most of the work I was doing was in fixing bugs and fixing issues related to code that was on maintenance, and it was just problems that were related to the infrastructure the code was sitting more than to the business logic itself. So for example, every time a new operating system version came or somebody patched something in that machine, there could be some problems that we need to fix in our application. And then also there were some problems when the system was scaling up or things like that. And that was very frustrating. I was looking for a solution to make my work fun again. Welcome to this course. I'm Marcia Villalba, your instructor, and I will be guiding you in your learning journey. I'm a backend developer with more than 10 years of experience coding backends, and I have been working with AWS for many years. I have worked in companies like Nokia, IBM, and Rovio, the creators of Angry Birds. I'm also an AWS community hero, and I have a very active YouTube channel where I share videos about cloud and serverless. Luckily, I found a solution. It's called Serverless. Serverless caught my attention from the first moment I heard about it. Serverless is a new way of architecting and executing software, and it has some promise that make me really interested in it. So for example, the low maintenance of the code after it's out because of the managed infrastructure and the automated scalability. There were two things that I was super hooked into. Also, I really like the promise that you pay as you go, so if you don't have users in your system, then the execution will be free. So that allowed me to do a lot of experiments and try a lot of things with serverless I was not able to try in the traditional infrastructure. Serverless is a great technology. It brings developers closer to the cloud, I think. It allows developers to spend more time solving their business problems and to solve their customers' needs faster, because nowadays and in the future even more, we need to get faster out with the products because the whole industry moves so fast. So that's a very important thing. So serverless allows you to do that. Serverless allows you to build really complex application in the fraction of a time that a traditional infrastructure will let you. So that was one of the things that I was really interested in. In this serverless course, you will learn how to build a backend application using AWS serverless components. By the end of the course, you will have created an image resizer service totally serverless using AWS Lambda, API Gateway, S3, DynamoDB, and other services. This course will help you to learn a lot of AWS serverless services and will empower you with tools to be able to solve your own problems using these services. During the lectures and the labs, you will be learning these services and you will be able to dive into each of these services and play with them. This course is organized in different units and they will help you to build in your learning experience. During this course, we will be building one big service that will be totally service, that is an image resizing service. And I hope you build it along the way with me. During each video, when I show you something, just pause and experiment. That's a very important part of your learning. The only way to learn anything is just to play and experiment with them. It's very important that you build the lab along with me because every part of the lab is building on top of each other. So you will need part 1 in order to do part 2 and so on and so forth. And around the course, you will find a lot of quizzes and labs and different questionnaires that will help you to enhance your learning experience and to get this knowledge settled down. To do the work in this course, you need to have some understanding on how a backend is constructed. You know the basics of building an API with HTTP and REST, what is a microservice architecture, and some basic knowledge about databases. Also, you need to be familiar with working in your terminal. All the code in this course will be done in JavaScript using Node.js. Some basic knowledge of these technologies will help your learning much faster. I'm sure you can keep up with the course if you have been coding in other similar languages for a while. We are going to use AWS as our cloud provider. There are some prerequisites for using AWS. You need a credit card that you can use to set up your AWS account, and a phone that you can receive calls to validate your identity during the AWS account creation. But don't worry, all the content in this course falls in the free tier of AWS. AWS provides free access to a lot of its service during the first 12 months of creating an account and to other services forever. In this first unit, you will learn more in depth about serverless. You will create your AWS account and secure it, and you will get started with Serverless Framework. And after that, all the following units will be related to build our application. So go, get a cup of coffee, put your phone in mute, and let's get started with our serverless journey.